Sure Stadium. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a... as he won't make it back to the 20. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2nd and 3. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Cardinal. Let's go.
Off play action. Howard. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Back to throw. Howard. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Howard from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Trap 60, go!
Now Howard throwing on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive? That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. A shotgun snap, Fields. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You look at this Steeler defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Fields. He gets this to Thornton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go, son. All right.
Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields. Got a man, it's Robbie Chosen. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. To throw is Fields. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Here is third and quite a ways.
Here we go, sack.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And that'll be incomplete. Well, dipping into the bag of tricks there, but it does not work out, and it's fourth down now. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. Fielded at about the 28. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Here's Howard. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. Fields. And he completes it to Wilson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Flush to his right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Hey, 5-1. Here we go.
Now it's Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Throwing again is Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 4 yards out. And the Jets have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
To throw is Howard. Throwing to start the drive. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Gets this out wide to Pickens. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6 at the Jets' 48-yard line.
2nd and 6.
Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lion. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Howard. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And the pressure gets to him again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Go.
Back to throw, Fields. Going right back to Wilson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
EQ. Here we go, son. Chip's clear. Sit high.
Here's Fields. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go. Hey, Monday. Hey, can. Press. That's right. Right.
They snap it to Fields. Caught by Wilson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
No more, no more. Here we go, Smart. Right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Outright, caught by Chosen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Off play action, Fields. Right side, Thornton with it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here we go. Ready. 11. Right.
To the air again, Fields. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Frank Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk a... This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Buying time to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Got it. Ready? 7 Pirates. Let's go now. Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Johnson, a toss, left side, Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Steps away. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard, and now it's 4th and goal.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And able to get this out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This one finds Wilson downfield, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, 551, 551.
Here's Fields. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, side.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
You got a mini base. Say hi.
Fields now to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. Down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 29 yards. And the Jets are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Jets 31, Steelers 16. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll find Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Operating from the gun. Howard steps away to his left. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. We saw plenty of throws like this in Columbus last year. He's got his guys a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Boswell good with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Here we go, son. Hey, kid. Hey, kid. All right.
To throw is Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Howard eluding the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Go! Warriors 70, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Operating from the gun. Howard being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Back to throw. Howard. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Fields. That's pulled in by Wilson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now 2nd and 4.
5:51. Here we go.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. Right.
Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Jets are going to win the football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity.